Martin Luther King Day, January the 15th, 2007, 1 week after the national championship ball game. We had a chance to meet with our team today and talk a little bit about what we could have done better from a preparation standpoint. In fact, we asked for a little bit of input, did a little study on perhaps what we didn't do as well as we would have liked to do to prepare for the national championship game. One thing I was very prompt on with them was the fact that they did a great job representing Ohio State from a class standpoint, a behavior standpoint. You talk to anyone at any of the events or the hotel that we stayed at, and they'll tell you that that was the finest group of young men that they've ever had stay at their place. And there were 3 bowl games there, and I felt good about the fact that our Buckeyes represented well off the field and in the way they conducted themselves on and off the field. But we talked more about, what perhaps we could have done better, what we could have as coaches structured a little bit better to prepare ourselves over those 50 days to play our best. And when you're a coach, you don't get disappointed at all when you've played a ball game and played your best and perhaps even come up short. But when you watch yourselves on film and know full well that we didn't perform the way we're capable of performing, in our eyes, that's an error in preparation, and so we talked a lot about just what we could have done throughout the course of those days, and asked each person to reflect on what they individually could have done, and had a lengthy discussion about handling of adversity and handling of success. And if we would ever find ourselves in that situation, hopefully we will have learned a lot of lessons as to how we go about taking an outstanding season into an extraordinary season. And I feel good about the guys in our room. I think they know we have a lot of work to do. A lot of faces missing from that room that have been in that room for quite some time and made quite an impact. And you won't get used to the looks of the room until you're together many, many days in that weight room and in those 6 a.m. workouts and in those meetings and in the preseason and so forth. But there wouldn't be a group of guys I'd rather be in the room with than the ones that were sitting in the Woody Hayes Athletic Center this evening on Martin Luther King Day. And we just felt it was important to put a little bit of closure on 2006. Even though it's already the 15th of 2007, we felt we needed to hash out some things and discuss some things and begin some direction as we seek to defend the outright Big Ten championship and seek a berth in the BCS National Championship game in the Sugar Bowl venue. And I'm anxious to get going. We still have 3 weeks left, 2.5 weeks left on the road in recruiting and finalizing and taking care of those things. We're hoping to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 16 signees, so that we'll be able to recruit a like number next year with such a small senior class. We've got to make sure we don't oversign this year and then not have the chance to sign a solid class next year. So we hope to be in the neighborhood of 16 signees, and the ones that say that they're going to be Buckeyes we're excited about, and there's a couple more that we feel as if we can have them give the final okay that this is where they truly want to be, then we will have a group of guys who are dying to be at Ohio State and dying to help us continue to do great things. 2006 was a good year. It could have been one of those special years, but I reminded them that they will certainly wear very proudly and cherish quite a bit that outright Big Ten championship ring. There hasn't been one here since 1984, and that particular team was 7-2, earning an outright championship, and this team was 8-0. and could be very proud wearing that ring. And I'm sure we'll learn a lot of lessons from our bowl championship debut this past week in the desert. We're out on the road recruiting. Again, thanks to all the supporters that follow the Buckeyes, and I know have been in similar pain to what we've been in with the outcome of Monday's game. But I know the people that take the time and effort and enjoyment in logging on to CoachTressel.com. They're Buckeyes through and through, and they're going to help us rise to that championship level again in 2007.